Alright, so this is my recently completed VIA Charger P42 Athearn Genesis. As you can hear with the sound file, that prime mover doesn't really thump like the real one, so, and that chug doesn't change no matter what the speed, so I gotta fix that. But other than that, I really like this model, and that sound file is something I downloaded, so hopefully I can fix that. So this is my new setup here. I got rid of the helix. The helix was right here in the corner here, and now it's just a straight shot into the bathroom and then into the furnace room. And it does do a one lap helix, or kind of a turnaround in the furnace room. So we'll follow the freight here. Bonus of this is I can run longer trains now. It's the grade is much less than it used to be, and obviously it's straight now too, so you can pull more. So here we have 4644, another Athearn Genesis. Painted this guy a year ago. I saw him last week actually running in my backyard, so that's good. Here comes the VIA. There's my spray booth. So here comes the freight through the bathroom. I'll have to hook that toilet up. It's going to be a good one. I'm pretty sure all you guys can appreciate that. Number one and number two, having a good time with trains. And this is the turnaround. So furnace room. And we'll let this guy go through his complete loop here. Just to show you what I can pull up this thing. This is two 6-axle, pretty heavy Athearn Genesis locomotives. They can pull quite a bit. So pretty pleased with this. This was thrown up in a matter of 3 days. So not the most sturdy contraption, but it'll get me through hopefully just the next year actually. I had my 50th birthday on the weekend, and part of the present that I want to give myself is a brand new house. So I've got the drawings done. These are my sketches anyway, and I'll be passing them off to a professional to get them through the city, get approvals, and hopefully start digging in the spring. Not too long now, maybe 5-6 months I'll start digging, and get myself a train room instead of running my trains through the bathroom. So yeah, this is what I've come up with temporarily. It does leave more space in this room. Obviously the space just got filled up with bins, which I'm not too pleased about, but we'll take it as a win, because now I have a pretty cool layout addition. So that's the new layout portion that I wanted to show you guys. Oh, here comes the VIA again. So this is not a double main line. This is a single line, but it does kind of dog bone loop back on itself. So I can just run trains and let them go. I was having issues with the low humidity in the house. The wood shrank, and so some of my track was actually buckling. But I forgot to turn the humidifier on, and that seems to have solved the problem. So yeah, remember to turn your humidifier on, guys. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. This is my new layout addition. I think it's probably 100 and something feet of additional track. And I do have issues running 5 engines on it. It doesn't like it. But I can run 3, as you can see there, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably not enough amps going in for the length of track. I only have 2 feeders over here. So 1 feeder on the top, 1 feeder on the bottom. I did double isolate the track. So one of these loops is actually isolated, not part of the original loop, and the other one is still connected. So a little bit of a learning exercise. I do think I need to just start getting into blocks, and maybe I'll do that on I will do that on my next layout, but just seeing what I can get away with now. Anyway, everybody take care, and we'll catch you in the next video. Okay, next up, I've got a client's GP9 here, another Athearn Genesis. This one was sent to me by a fellow from Ottawa, and his request was to make it look like It had been on the rails for 5 to 7 years, not totally nattered, but, dusty and showing a bit of its age. Could not find 4404 online, so I ended up mostly using CN 4500. There's a couple good broadside shots of that, and managed to basically go for that one and do what I could to match the 4500 on this one. This one started with a bit of brushwork, did all the louvers, did some of the highlighting down on the trucks as well as the door handles, and what else did I paint up? Just touching up some of the chain work and other things, and then headed off to the airbrush. This one got a lot of roof work. Started out with, I'm going to do a video on this one as well, on what I did, and I'll explain how I did it. But this one was kind of tough for me because normally I like my totally bashed up and bruised engines, and this one I had to go as light as I could to get the light weathering going and show a bit of character, but not overdo it. So he's seen photos of this thing and he likes it. So he's going to send me another one, actually, an RS18U, which I'm excited to get my hands on that one too. I haven't seen one of those yet. Anyway, this one's got lots of different layers. I had to fade the entire body. The green was faded. I did tape up the Canadian National here, and I did some yellow fading here. There's a bit of bleed from the logo, or possibly some primer underneath. So I showed that. After the green was applied, I started going in with different earth tones, trying to warm the thing up. So the roof is not just the charcoal gray kind of thing, but it's got some browns and some deeper greens, or lighter greens actually. And then so I think there's like 3 layers on the roof. I'll just show you if you can get a good look at that one there. The lighting's not so great, but again, I didn't want to overdo this one. The 2 exhaust stacks there were done with oils and acrylics. Yeah, so going over this one, there is a little bit of powders on the trucks as well, but mostly brushwork and airbrushing. I did go over the model once it was finished and add in some pencil highlighting around all of the stair treads as well as the grab irons, just to show some wear from the boots walking up and down. But yeah, overall, pretty pleased with how this turned out. It it's definitely out of my my modeling era, but it was a nice challenge, and I'm glad it turned out the way it did. I don't usually, as I say, do the light weathering on these guys, so to me it was a nice little bit of a challenge. Anyway, this guy's going back in the post tomorrow, and he should get it early next week, and I hope he likes it. Anyway, that's all I'll share about this one.